What is going on, guys? Alrighty. I am really super excited for this game. This is something I've been looking forward to since I started my last game, actually, because I found this one pretty much right after I started playing the other one. So, quick explanation of the game if you haven't heard of it. It is a futuristic sci-fi cyberpunk I think it's like a mystery sort of point and click adventure game. I don't know too much about it. It just looked really cool. I like the retro look and feel to it. There's something about some shifty AI that controls the city or something like that. I don't know, but I'm really excited to get into the story of it. And this stream, I'm not going to have the normal music playing in the background because I want to see how it works out just using the game music. So if it gets a little bit boring, let me know. I'll switch it up. What's up, Corporal Console and Luke? How's it going, guys? Thanks for jumping in. Thanks for all your advice, Corporal. I appreciate it. And without further ado, let's get into this game. Alright, first of all, let me just do a quick test with you guys. Is this background music too loud over my mic? I might need to adjust some of this. Maybe just a smidge. I don't hear much of a difference, honestly. Okay, I'm just going to turn it down a little bit because it's a little loud in my ears. It may not be to you guys, so... Alright. Let's get this thing started. Hope you guys are having a great night. Great Monday. Welcome back to work. I'm kind of step back and let the intro scene play out here for a second.
Looks like you found the place.
You're sure this is the one?
I'm positive. Lanta Sesame goes by Mandala in the trance. There's a big gap in the records, and it's shaped exactly like her.
I thought you said he put a lot of effort into it.
They've been hiding her activity, but weren't covering up their own work very well.
If they did, then
How are the headaches?
Won't be a problem for much longer.
You understand the plan?
Don't worry. I know exactly what I'm doing. After all, I've been planning this for years.
Dun dun dun.
There's nothing like being in trance. A world built of abstracts and intellect, of tangible thought, where every part has been crafted by an individual soul. It's the purest form of contact a person can have, mind to mind. It's the pinnacle of human achievement. Some might say that achievement in the physical world is somehow more meaningful. To them I say, join the future or be surpassed by it. Within the trance, we are millions of minds as one. But even as far as we've come, there's still one serious flaw. Its reliance on the real world as its backbone. And disconnections. Damn. Don't panic. I'll just go and speak to the building manager. It's not like there's anything to be afraid of out there. Let's get this over with.
Alright, so it looks like we've officially entered tutorial territory here. Let's see. Select trance to disconnect. Oh, wow. Okay, so as in some sort of matrix.
Better go and talk to the building manager. Ah! Ouch!
What the hell?
Huh?
Access error. Password error. We've
Password
been locked
error,
in.
Huh? I guess the door's broken too. Contact manager. I'm trapped?
Okay, for the first time that you can remember, the prospect of staying inside your apartment is frightening to you. Left click is interact, right click is look at. How's the sound now? I think the voices might be a little loud, yeah? I don't even know if I can... Oh, wait, here it is. Caught me at the worst time. It's almost 1 a.m. and I've got to get my son to nursery for 8 a.m. Best get to bed. All right, Corporal. Thanks for stopping by, man. I appreciate you taking the time to swing in here for a bit. Hope you have a good rest of your night, man. All right. So we are stuck in here.
The NetGames trophy I won in '84. I don't know why I've still got it. I pretty much scrapped everything else to build the wetware still.
So I'm guessing we kind of just jury-rigged everything together in order to access that place that we were just in. Alright, take it easy, man. Have a good one.
Even if I could see out, it's not a nice view. Hundreds of other Skanto apartments in the barrel. The darkness is supposed to encourage people to move out. Not me. Just makes trancing easier.
Well, I guess let's first try the door panel that we were pressing earlier.
Still not working. Apparently I can't just wait for the problem to fix itself. Can't rely on anyone else.
Gotta fix it myself. Want something done right, you gotta do it yourself, right? Can I sup here? No, not yet. I have to make affiliate first, which I'm hoping should be, you know, coming up soon. I don't know how soon, but that's what we're aiming for next. Let's check out all these lockers.
Where I keep a few things I've got in meat space. Nothing in here. I usually keep clothes in here. Looks like I need to go to the support office to get more printed.
That's so cool. You just print clothes off whenever you need them. You don't need to go to a store and buy them. You just go and print clothes.
Nothing in here.
Nothing in my drawers. I basically own nothing, huh?
Ugh, no.
Oh.
Last time I reached into the pile, there was stuff growing in it.
Do your laundry. Jesus. You want to be my first? Oh. How sweet. Shucks. I will let you know as soon as I hit that affiliate. The large drain in the floor means that the cleaning room can involve as little as hosing everything down. Cheap is the way it's done in here.
Ugh, exposed fiber optics everywhere. I think they deliberately do this to make it less pleasant to live here.
That's food? She has food just dripping down on the floor?
I'm not sure when I got this out of the machine. It's still soggy though.
Wait, it's still soggy, as in that's the desirable state of the food here?
Nah, I'm not that hungry.
Yikes. Reaching your arm into the recycling slot can only end in tears. Well, I don't want to recycle my arm. The gaping black chute dominating the food machine's top half is where the used trays and cutlery are deposited for recycling. The materials are melted down and vacuum formed into new utensils every time you order a meal. Some places use metal utensils, but down here in the poor blocks, it's all just plastic. The apartment's food machine, which pipes your infrequent meals straight into your home in semi-solid form. Your machine's been broken for a while, but you haven't noticed. You've been too busy trancing. Man, this chick's addicted, isn't she? Is there anything else I can use here? Anything I'm missing? Is this just a shower?
It may take up the entire bathroom, but the still is totally worth it. By growing my own wetware at home, I'll never need to leave the apartment again, unless something like this happens.
Man, this chick is a total shut-in, isn't she? You remove the gelatinous clump of semi-organic wetware you've been cultivating in the still. It looks like it's grown enough to be usable by now. What is wetware?
It's a homegrown lump of techno-organic wetware gel. It's for connecting my brain's wetware to the external systems.
Can I use it? I have to use it on something. The apartment's centralized systems speak to you more clearly than ever as your wetware joins with its systems. Okay. Now do I just use it again?
Still not working. Apparently I can't just wait for the problem to fix it.
I don't get what I just did.
This will open an individual's mind to the trance and load their mind-machine interface's hub.
So do I connect to it with the wetware and then trance to interface with it? Connection to the door panel. Okay, that's kind of cool. So you see some electronics and you connect with it, and then you go into this trance, which is the Matrix sort of stuff, and then you can interface with it in this sort of manifestation.
Forsooth, who wouldst summon the guardian of thine abode?
What? Is this the firewall?
Who are you?
I am the defender, the guardian, the knight. No threat shall dare intrude upon thy domain while I stand watch.
Do you have a name?
I do not wish to trouble my lady with such minute details.
So, just Knight then.
Whatever thy will, my lady.
Neckbeard. It's a neckbeard firewall.
Tell me about yourself.
Sentinel Systems Nightwear, a data and physical security product of Sentinel Systems, version 3.02. Licensed to City of Newton Housing Services.
What's with the knight in shiny armor routine?
Who is better suited to the role than a loyal defender of the realm?
Okay, now tell me properly.
My lady, thine own.
Out of character!
Following managerial reformation of Sentinel Systems, the company's theme was shifted to a feudal design.
I find you irritating. Get me out of here.
The door seems to be stuck. Can you do anything about that?
Attempting to operate door drive systems. Attempt 2. Attempt 3. It would appear the machinery of the door itself has become fatigued. The terminus is unable to compel activity on the door's part itself. The safety unlock would doubtless serve you well at this juncture.
Can you use the safety unlock?
I'm afraid I cannot. It must be unlatched physically.
So, where is it?
It lies behind the terminal. With sufficient armament, mayhaps thou shalt reach it.
Gee, thanks. Ciao.
Fare thee well, my lady.
This game's great already. It's just, I like it a lot. Oh, I can get to my email and a news feed. Newton support from the city of Newton. Received July 10th, 2087. Okay, so I'm assuming 2087 is the current year. This isn't just archives or anything. Dear Miss Sesame, this message is to remind you that you have not been attending your scheduled employment meetings. If you do not inform us of absences, you risk losing housing support from the city. You have been receiving city support benefit for 711 days, and we hope that you will be able to improve your circumstances soon. So, we're on government housing? Unemployed on government housing, we're just leeching off the government. From Lieutenant Colonel O'Shea, received 9th of July. A proposal. Dear Sir/Miss, my name is Marcus O'Shea. I am the Chief Financier for the Oklahoma General Martin Carter. His recent death at the hands of a rival warlord has left me with 150,000 quanta of his finance. This is a Nigerian print scam in this game. If you allow me to transfer through your bank accounts, I can offer to share. How do I do that? I want to send in my details immediately. Compose new message. Ah. Wow, wow. From Root T. Let's meet up. Hey Dala. Seems like we haven't seen you in years. No idea if you heard, but there's a big game coming up at the Rotunda. If you're up for leaving your apartment, we can get you a place on the team. Amazing deals on Kim. This is spam. Grow Guide from Toxic Sigma. Yo Dala. Or Dala. Do we know if it's Dala? Something like that? I don't remember if they said the name yet. Good hearing from you, though I know really it means you want something. Basically, yes. The batch of blue wetware you got is cracked, so if you can grow it yourself, just don't gray goo your place. Oh, so you can grow it yourself, just don't gray goo your place. It needs a few things. Water, since that's what makes up 99% of it. Nutrition, it's an organism after all. And heat. And the normal stuff, it causes it to break down, but this blend is activated instead. I don't know what it is about this font, it trips me up. Can't refresh our mail. How do we close? Get me out of here. Escape. Oh, there we go. See if there's anything in the news. Unable to access Chishiki server. Please check your network and try again. Network issues. Always. Okay. So we gotta pry the panel. Gotta pry the panel away from the door and access the safety lock. So we gotta find an item in here. Probably... what cables?
Exposed fiber.
Oh no. Wonder if there's any utensils in the recycler? Reaching your arm, no, can only end in tears. There's a trophy, you can just bash it. Picked up trophy. Let's give it a bash. The trophy won't help you get inside the panel. Okay.
The NetGames trophy I won in '84. I don't know why I've still got it.
Oh wait, what if we use the trophy and try to melt it down and turn it into a utensil? The machine thinks for a moment, then displays a message. Error. User safety settings enabled. Unable to produce metal utensils due to the danger of harm. To change this, please seek administrative permission. Thank you for your cooperation. THE Foods. Your future on a plate.
Hey, we're not children! Lousy suicide rate.
Yikes. Okay. So we got to interface with this, right? I like this, man. You just you hack into everything and then you it's like the Matrix, only you can inject yourself into anything. Feel the flow of the new data as your wetware inveigles itself into the food machine system. Let's try it. Connection to food machine.
Hi, I'm Sheffy, your interactive guide to THE Foods Auto Meal Sweets.
THE Foods. Okay.
Why can't I put metal in the recycler?
It might be dangerous. At the request of
Newton Civic Housing Services.
You've been limited to plastic utensils. But isn't plastic great? It's so easy to get clean.
But what if I want something stronger, like steel? That heavy protein mash bends the fork sometimes.
Sorry, no can do. I'm not just a chef. It's my job to keep you safe.
How do I shut you off?
How would I stop you stopping me? I need a fork.
Why would you want to do that? Don't you like me? I just want to make sure you're eating right.
So, you object to me smashing you open?
It takes some pretty serious damage to do that. I'm tough. Only qualified THE systems technicians can get me open.
Looks like messing with your software is my best bet then.
You annoy
You're
me.
really, really annoying. You know that?
Address all concerns regarding THE.
Avatar to 862.
Sheffy to THE. Customer interactive regions.
Will the machine work without you?
If I have an accident, the machine will continue to dispense. We don't want you starving in an emergency now, do we?
Okay.
Ciao.
Bye!
So, according to us, we have to mess with the software. But we just went through all of the options talking to her. Let's see. Let's just try to bash it. Oh wait, we can't bash it. When we tried to use it like that, it assumed that I was trying to make a utensil out of it. Can we bash the food machine instead? The lower slot is where the food comes out. Anything being recycled needs to be thrown into the top.
The window frame is welded in. Even if I could open it, it'd be a 150-meter drop to the bottom.
Okay. Can I get one of these slats? Doesn't matter what tools you use. Your years of trancing have left you too weak to stand any chance of removing the shutters from the window. Years of trancing. How long does this chick stay in there?
It may take up the entire... By growing my own...
Alrighty. Can we open this grate?
Guess I'm not as strong as I thought. I'm not getting out this way.
I wonder if we can bash it open with the trophy. Careful, anything you drop down there could be lost forever. Alright, I didn't want to drop it down there, I wanted to bash it open. Can we interface with the food machine instead? You've already successfully made a connection with the food machine. Better check your trance hub to see if it can give you any answers. Okay. So that just counts as one big unit. I don't have to do it separately. I've interfaced with the door panel. Oh, there's a vent.
The vent cover above the door. It lets the air in and keeps the vermin out.
Let's see if we can open that up.
I can't get a grip to open it. Not like I could fit through there anyway.
Let's try smashing it.
I don't think it needs a small tin pot. Even if I cared that much about the apartment's rules, the sign's fixed to the wall.
What does it say?
Tenancy rules. City housing support. This housing is provided as is by the City Department of Social Welfare, until such time as you are able to secure employment. Basic facilities are provided within. Since your stay is temporary, please do not damage. Temporary? Huh. I've been here for 2 years now.
Okay, so that was just basically what they said in the email. Well, let's... can we put the food in the trophy?
I don't think it needs...
Nope. Well, let's trance again, see if we missed any options talking to the food unit thing.
Hi, I'm Sheffy, your interactive guide to THE Foods Auto Meal Sweets.
Did I do this?
Who are you, and what are you doing?
Hi, I'm Sheffy, your...
We already had this bit.
I'm the voice of your food machine. I'm here to help you make the most of your machine and all the delicious possibilities. And if there's trouble, I'm here to help you out.
Aha. More options.
How do I get trays and cutlery?
Haven't you been eating with us for years?
Humor me.
THE's food machines have self-contained vacuum formers to recycle utensils. Just put your tray back in the machine when you're done with it.
What if I don't have one?
What kind of things can you make?
Using THE's patented and proven protein fiber synthesis reserve system, I'm able to whip up some of the tastiest treats you've ever had.
Like?
Just you wait. Before you know it, you'll be having the most cost-effective food you've ever tasted.
You're dodging the question.
My recipe books are always getting bigger. My best friends at THE always come up with great new ideas. Everything from protein surprise to Nutri-Blood casserole.
Ugh.
Don't be like that. Give them a try.
I don't like the sound of protein surprise. I don't know about you, but...
I've had to live off your crap for 2 years now. It's bland, and it feels like runny puke. I have trouble swallowing, and every mouthful makes starvation.
I'm sorry to hear that. Have you tried any of our new recipes recently? Let's look for some.
Connection failed.
Oopsie, it looks like I can't connect. Don't worry, you can always use the memory cards in the machine to upload delicious new recipes.
So I wonder if I have to, like, corrupt the recipe card
What's
somehow.
on your recipe card now?
On the menu today, we've got Protein Complex A11, Protein Complex E168, and for dessert, Synchro Gelatin Complex C11.
Sounds delicious.
If you want something a little different, don't forget, you can always download new recipes for me to take a look at.
Okay. How do I download new recipes?
Ciao.
Bye!
Because I'm assuming I have to do something with the recipe, right? So I put something on the card, they try to read it, or she tries to read it, and then crashes and dies forever. Okay, just making sure that it has autosave. Some games don't, and I do something wrong and I start over, like 2 hours into the game. Okay, I don't have any attachments. Oh, wait. Do you want the extra interface speed without the extra cost? Extra speed with extra farm. Ah, this is a virus. We're downloading the file attachment from a random email that's a virus, and we're gonna give it to the food processing machine. This game is so cool.
No, I'm not storing that in my brain. Not unless I want to wake up in some factory in China in 10 years.
Badly disguised virus package designed to trick the gullible into opening it. It might steal info, force you into a botnet, or just wreck systems for the hell of it. Normally, you wouldn't even have come close to downloading it. So how do I...
Not unless...
Maybe now I can extract the card? Oh, wait.
Hi!
Ciao.
I probably have to get the card physically, right? Is there a way to... How do I get the card out of the food machine? Oh. Okay.
Hey, we're not... How's he...
Okay. It's just as easy as using the food machine. That's... Okay, now that we're in here, we just use the memory block on the malware. Exit the trance. Go back. Put this malware inside. It changed color. The actual physical disk or whatever changed color. What is it called? Memory block. Food tray obligingly pops from the machine's serving slot. Completely empty. Pipes must be blocked again.
I'm hungry.
Picked up plastic tray and plastic fork. Alright. See if we can throw this into the recycler now. The machine thinks for a moment, then displays a message.
Hey, how's he?
Oh, wait. We still didn't. Please consult your AutoMeal's AI. Oh.
Hey, how's he?
So we've inserted the malware, but we haven't talked to the AI yet. That's... All of your utensils are 100% recycled. Please return your tray or add other compatible materials. Okay.
Hey, how's he?
So I've got to talk to her, get the metal option revealed. So go back to the trance. Hey, I'm hungry. Was that Kayla? No, that was a character in the game.
Hi, I'm Sheffy, your interactive guide to THB Foods Auto Meal Sweets.
Alright. What's on your recipe card now?
What's on your recipe card now?
I see there's some new recipe data. It looks like...
Apparently whatever virus was writing that T-mail is doing some damage. You don't look so good.
It's nothing that can be worked around.
Sounds more like you need someone to put you out of your misery.
You don't
You
look
don't
good.
look so good.
I'm a chef.
That's nice. What about your...
I'm a chef.
Yes?
I'm a chef.
Yikes.
How would I stop you stopping me?
Yeah? How about I stop you stopping me stopping you?
Then I guess I'd have to stop you stopping me stopping you stopping me?
Oh, yes, right. Yes.
What?
Why can't I put metal in the recycler?
Not while I'm a boss.
This AI has lost it. I don't know if we made the right decision.
You're really, really annoying. You know that?
This takes one to know one.
What?
Your mama.
Okay.
Will the machine work without you?
Don't you live?
What?
Lasagna,
That doesn't really answer my question.
fusilli, tacho, marzani.
Boopity boppity boopity. It's like speaking fake Italian just by saying names of pasta.
I don't like your food.
I like your face.
That response was great. Instant, I don't like your face.
You don't... Yeah.
Okay, so I think we've gone through all of the new ones. I like her better with the virus. Me too. That's wonderful.
How do I get trays and cutlery?
Fork.
Yes? And the trays?
Oh, man. Okay, but...
Ciao.
So what now? Still can't select it. Please consult your Automeal's AI for further information.
Hey, what? How's he?
Okay, should I put this stuff back in it? Maybe selecting the right recipe will corrupt her even more?
Hey, I'm hungry.
No, I'm not. This is a means to an end, lady.
Hey.
I'm guessing that I can't do this. Yeah, it snapped.
It broke.
Oh, okay. The flimsy plastic that the fork was made of wasn't up to the task of prizing the panel from the wall. Isn't that supposed to be prying? Or am I just dumb? With the better quality tools, though. Okay, so maybe we just need to talk to her some more. There's got to be some sort of dialogue option that we missed or something like that. One second. Maybe we can convince this guy
Who wouldst summon the guardian of thine abode?
to take care. Yep. Sheffy's sick. He's the antivirus. We gave her a virus. Now we have to talk to the antivirus and be like, hey, go do something about this chick.
I think Sheffy the chef's come down with something.
The steward harbors a blight? Zounds! This shall not be allowed to continue! Foul harbinger! There are grave accusations of treason upon your head, steward! Stand and face me! We shall see what trial by combat makes of you!
I'm sorry, I don't quite.
Have at thee!
Well, that takes care of her.
Alrighty. Oh, it took care of him, too. Yikes. Okay. We've almost got our... Yeah, almost got our metal fork. You ready? Oh, we gotta put the metal inside. Metal recycled. Here we go. After a few moments of mechanical protest, the machine eventually gives in. Picked up metal tray and metal fork. Alrighty. Now we use the fork to pry open the panel.
Got it.
Oh. It just automatically takes us through. Did we just explode? Achievement unlocked. Prisoner of consciousness. 20 hours earlier.
This is it. Animus Organics. You think Central's right on this one?
I still don't think an AI, however powerful, could predict a crime like this.
However, if it does help us catch the mindjacker.
Central hasn't exactly been generous with the details. I don't really think we're gonna find anything here. There are other, stronger leads we ought to be chasing.
Alright. So, who are we now? We're this guy. Let's see what we got. A traveler. I'm assuming this is kind of like a pocket computer sort of thing, because it gives us the same sort of news and laser paper stone. The cell phone, pretty much. And a jolt gun. An electroshock weapon with an output of between 2 and 8 million volts. 8 million volts? This tool uses an ultraviolet laser to ionize a channel of air, allowing electrical charge to pass from the device to its target. So it's a wireless stun gun. While intended as a compliance tool rather than a lethal weapon, care must be taken in its use to prevent accidental fatalities. Accidental. The cell-issued traveler. Like the civilian models in many ways, capable of making calls and running apps, the specialized model, carried by Cell, possesses more powerful sensors and encryption. The traveler's sonograph is picking up very little ambient activity in the building. Okay. So this is 20 hours earlier from what just happened with the other character. Your colleague, Dr. Max Lau, probably the only other case officer who can put up with your method of work, a technical jack of all trades and almost as unconventional as yourself when it comes to investigation. You'd be reluctant to say friend, as that would suggest a degree of emotional openness you're still unprepared to allow to anyone.
Hey, Lau.
Yeah?
Let's see what we can learn.
I've lost count of the number of times the minejackers struck.
In Newton or globally?
Oh, just a figure of speech. He's been on the rampage for too long, but now he's in our territory.
Should give us the advantage.
Okay, so the minejacker is a person. It's not a type of crime. It's just, I guess previous minejackings, I guess it is a crime, but we're looking for a specific person.
At least we've managed to link the previous minejackings to one suspect.
It's the MO. Historically, minejackers have used some kind of external gear. They use another system to extract, before storing it in their own neural tissue.
So they'd need a terminal.
Which is usually how we catch them. It's conspicuous.
But are minejackers not behaving the same way?
No. His tools appear to be built into his own bodily wetware system. Some kind of resonance imager in his body, maybe.
Whatever it is, it's less invasive as well.
Exactly. His victims suffer massive hemorrhages, but no external injuries. State of the art, but a dead giveaway.
So is mindjacking like stealing people's memories and thoughts?
So, Central predicted our minejacker was going to strike here.
You don't trust it?
I just don't understand how it came to that conclusion.
Obviously, we're doing our jobs right. We collect data, which Central interprets. Based on that data, it maps a pattern.
But why isn't it a pattern that we could see?
It's not only us. Central's got all of the city, the whole net to draw on.
But it won't tell us how it's come to the conclusion where the minejacker will strike. Does it think we can't understand? Is it concealing something?
Just be glad we've got an advantage like Central.
I still don't like it.
Is this going to be a story of the AI going rogue?
Animus Organics.
That's what the sign says. They're one of the city's largest computational biotech firms.
What do they make?
Wetware mostly. Wouldn't be grown here, probably in Eurofed.
This place is just the offices?
Regional headquarters, Central tells me. Do we know why it predicts the next attack will take place here?
It won't share that with us. Need to know. A high-tech firm like this must have secrets worth something to a minejacker. Let me know if you find anything.
Will do, Regis.
Okay. So there doesn't seem to be any sort of recap information, like current objectives that I can find. Unless... Now there's no bindings, key binding settings or anything like that. What is text float? Tooltip text follows the cursor. Oh, okay. I like it better down at the bottom, actually. Speech remains until player clicks. I don't see a reason to do that if it's actually narrating it, so. Oh, speed of the game. Pull up that music a little bit now. Alright, let's go inside.
Hey, anyone there?
Doesn't look like anyone's around.
The company's front desk. In a big firm like this, you'd expect it to be manned 24/7, but the staff have disappeared. Well, let's go to the elevator. Go search upstairs.
The elevator's locked. Panel says authorized personnel only.
I guess we need to find someone who counts as authorized, then.
Okay. The controls for summoning the elevator. A keycard slot sits below the panel.
What the hell?
Holy shit! Rip? Fortunately, nobody was inside the car when the fall happened. You're pretty sure, at least. This man is the victim of a long drop. But from where and why?
What'd you find?
A security card. This man was custodial staff, a janitor.
Probably not our mindjacker's target, then.
Still, I don't think this was an accident. We need to find out what's going on here.
Like, some guy just fell, but there's a key card, so straight up to the top. Let's go inside. Not my problem.
Hey!
Animus must...
Not my division.
A security access card with a holographic patch.
Let's try it.
It's unlocked floor 26 for us.
Must be where its owner was working.
I'm surprised that there's no biometrics. You'd think in a sci-fi cyberpunk sort of future, it'd go off a fingerprint or eyeball scan or something like that.
Damn it all.
Burns all around the planar nodes in his wetware wiring. Yeah, this is our mindjacking victim.
Central was right.
The attack was recent, maybe minutes ago. The mindjacker was probably interrupted by the janitor who ended up on the street.
There's only one other way out of here, to the roof. We need to get up there before he escapes again.
Let me look.
The attack was recent, maybe...
The mindjacker didn't want...
He probably...
This terminal is still unlocked, apparently in use at the time of the attack. I wonder if it matters if I go up there right away. From Atwood Ray, HR Management. Received the 9th of July. Subject, the roof. There's a time and place for the trance, and it's not up on the roof. Yes, it's private, but it's also extremely dangerous. Therefore, management's asked me to keep the roof access locked unless it's an emergency. FYI, trance cravings do not count as emergencies. Seriously, Avery, you're great at your job, but you need help. From Animus, Customer Relations, Subject, Public Statements. Received same day. The management of Animus Organics would like to remind colleagues not to make statements to the press regarding product safety. An investigation into recent high-profile exponential wetware growth, or gray goo, accidents is underway and will be released when completed. From Central, Exposure Conditions. To Avery. Please be aware that tomorrow's midday UV exposure index is expected to peak at 8. Your genetic background indicates a propensity to melanoma. Please take extra care in order to maintain long-term health. The Newton centralized government advises you to restrict outdoor movement to after sunset, except where vital. So, Central's the same one that made the prediction. Like, that seems to be the AI that the city is running on. So, like, this kind of ties into that. It has everybody's medical records, and it's like, hey, you're at risk if you go outside today. That's kind of cool. Congratulations. Hey man, just wanted to say, big grats on the engagement. She's a really swell girl, and I know you guys are going to be so happy together. Catch you after work at the den, Sal. Rip. That's sad. He just got engaged, man. When was this? The 8th? That was the day before. Poor guy. Were there any attachments on any of those? No. Okay. You have no idea whether these charts mean the company's doing well or going bust. Amongst all the economics and business speak, the only word you recognize is wetware.
A roof access door.
From the keypad, I'd say it looks like it auto-locks.
This keypad must be to stop people getting up on the roof.
It's old-fashioned, but effective. Kind of like you.
Hey.
The desk phone's projection shows unanswered messages. Where's the message? Am I actually calling these people, or are these the messages?
Hello? Do you know what time it is?
Sorry, wrong number.
Okay. Roy Atwood. That was somebody that sent us an email, right?
I think I found the office manager's contact.
Yeah.
See if he'll help us. Remember, be consistent when you're talking to him.
What? Who is this? Do you have any idea what time it is?
Mr. Atwood, my name is Dr. Regis. I'm an investigator for Cell.
What? I mean, what's happened?
It's an emergency. Okay, consistent. I need to pick a tone for the conversation and just remain consistent throughout it, okay? Need to ask you a couple of questions, which is really casual. Just some questions. It's all right. There's some trouble at your office, so that's a little bit more serious. It's got the official tone. And then, it's an emergency! That's like all-out panic. I'd say we'll keep him calm, right? We'll just go with casual, laid back.
I just need to ask you a couple of questions about your workplace.
Oh, Nuke. You're calling from the office. What's happened?
Busted.
Don't worry, you're not in trouble. We need access to the roof stairwell in your office.
Wait. How do I know you're really a cell agent? I can't just give out the code to anyone.
I'm assuming I need to just follow her advice and stay consistent, right? So just, don't worry, none of it will come back. You're fine, I'm fine, we're chill.
You have nothing to worry about. You're perfectly safe. We just need your help. I'm transmitting my credentials to your terminal.
So you're really a cell agent. I guess I can't say no then. The roof access code is 6167.
Thanks. Other cell agents may contact you later for more information.
Achievement unlocked. Middle management. 6167. A plaque identifying ownership of the office. Roy Atwood, HR Operations Manager. This must be who's in charge of this floor. Okay. What is this? Apparently the owner of this cubicle has gone home already. Well, open it. A cubicle partition with polarizing smart glass for privacy. Ah, that's what happens. Okay. Well, I think that's about it. There's a locked terminal. The terminals are in standby mode, awaiting their user's return in the morning. Ah, there we go. The terminals have been locked with biometric security. Elevators, no.
This keypad must...
It's...
Hey.
Yeah, okay. Oh, that's cool. If you know the code, it just pops it up there so you don't have to actually write it down or remember it. 6167. Bloop.
Come on, we've almost caught up with him.
After I spent 10 minutes combing the office.
The Mindjacker!
Freeze! Cell agents!
That's the guy from the beginning. Drop the weapon.
Lay down your weapon and put your hands above your head.
Does that ever work?
Sometimes. It was worth a try. You're under arrest on suspicion of illegal trafficking of neural data, breaking and entering, and homicide.
Let's not forget, shooting at cell agents.
I was gonna say, what about pulling a gun on police officers?
Cell doesn't appreciate people shooting at its agents.
If you cut it out, maybe we'll put in a good word for you.
The only way off this rooftop is down, either with us or over the edge.
Frankly, the second one's fine by me.
What?
Okay. Jetpack!
What? He had lifting gear?
He's escaping by aerostat.
Central, our mindjacking suspect has fled the scene by air.
Interceptors dispatched. Belcorp officers have arrived on scene at Animus. Please return to headquarters for debriefing.
Nuke it. We were so close.
Lau, Max,
What? Huh?
were you sleeping on duty?
Sleep? No, I was trancing. For work, of course.
Dr. Lau was submitting her case report.
We were so close. Have you found the aerostat he escaped to?
No records have been found of such a vehicle.
What?
Radar and air traffic records show no aerostat present at that time, and no communications traffic has been identified regarding the aerostat.
Maybe he deleted them? Covered his tracks?
That would require access to an improbable number of systems, including my own. Such an undetected intrusion into central systems is implausible.
Are you saying we're lying?
It is possible that you were mistaken. Human error. For the moment, you are advised to pursue other lines of inquiry.
If you say so. Something's going on here.
That digital bitch. Hey, we know what we saw. It was a damn jetpack, right? Alright. Lau's already settled in at her desk. Might as well let her handle the case report.
Hey, Lau,
Yeah?
got any ideas where we can look next?
I thought you were supposed to be the lead on this case. We could look into that other lead. What was his name?
Gil Vanderwall?
Yeah, that's the one.
I thought Vanderwall made it pretty clear he wasn't going to speak to us.
Might just be the way you handled him. Tact is apparently not your strong point.
I like to speak my mind.
I'll contact him and see if he's more open to persuasion. He might cooperate if you're not there threatening him with physical injury.
He's a dyed-in-the-wool felon. He deserves worse.
But if he can help us...
All right. See what you can do.
Looks like we found our latest casualty.
Damn it. Why him, though?
I was wondering the same thing. We're assuming the Mindjacker's a data thief. The usual MO would be to target valuable info he can sell on the black market.
But this guy, he was an HR administrator.
Apparently a very good one, but not the kind who'd be let in on company secrets.
We'll just have to ask the Mindjacker when we catch him.
Maybe he's not trying to steal. Maybe he's trying to cover up something.
Do we have any ideas about our perp?
The fact that he's stealing data straight from living neural wiring is disturbing, but it tells us a couple of important things.
Oh?
Well, previously caught mindjackers have usually burnt out after 1 or 2 attacks. Sharing a whole other's brain worth of data is pretty taxing.
So we're looking for someone with a really specialized wetware setup in their heads. Pity that won't tell us what they look like.
The other problem is how slippery this guy is. Only fragments of appearances on camera, no clear witnesses.
Which means he's either a master of disguise,
or there's some pretty high-up collusion to hide him. That wouldn't surprise me if he were a business hire.
Still, after this many hits, he may start to slip.
Even if it's just his psyche breaking.
Pretty high up, like, you know, the central AI. Who is like, you guys are lying, that guy definitely didn't do that.
Let me know if you find anything.
Will do, Regis.
Number of cables run directly into the building's electrical and data flow systems from Lau's desk. Apparently, her customized wetware gear sometimes requires tremendous resources, and she doesn't care how many of the building's technicians complain about her pulling floors open. If something needs to be destroyed for confidentiality reasons, this is where it goes. Anything in here is gone forever. After thorough scrutiny by Central, no doubt. The screens run through all of the available data pertaining to the mindjacker. You've already got the preferences set up how you like them. Okay. Let's use our terminal. See if there's anything interesting here. What's this? Viksha and Charlie, May 2066. That's me, right, Charlie? Well, time to go through my email. From null at null.node. Received 99 ASDF 9?99. Your legacy. It is very important that you download and activate this package in a secure location as soon as possible. Tell no one. Lives depend on it. You know, usually I wouldn't trust an email like that, but since this is a game, I'm gonna download it. Message.pck. You download the data package to your traveler. You're unsure who this might be. An informant, perhaps? As much as you dislike the cloak and dagger approach they've requested, you'll take any help you can get right now. That's for damn sure. Santiago. Howdy. Hey Charlie, why are you hogging Lau so much? The rest of us need a wirehead on cases as well. I can probably guess why you're not letting go of her. But seriously, man, give the rest of us a turn. Is that supposed to be, whoa, hey, like, whoa, nudge, nudge. I'm not gonna respond to that. He used the wrong your. VFR Medical, functional wetware. Dr. Regis, as per our discussion at your last checkup, you have still not opted for enhanced neuroconnective wetware. While not yet critical, please remember that your work will be increasingly difficult as support for non-wetware systems is phased out. Dr. Regis? Am I a doctor? Fulcrum admin, fixed costs. Yeah, Charles Regis. Huh. That's weird. Your monthly payment of 8,100. I forget the name of the currency. Did they say it? Monthly payment of 8,100 for the rental of the Tier 42 Northwest Balcony Garden has been processed. Approval for continued use granted by E. Vargas Centralized ADM. Thank you for your continued contribution to the city's green skyline. From Central. Continued vandalism. Dr. Regis, the optical feed from your office is no longer functional. Based on past examples of your behavior, I believe it is likely to be by your own hand. While you may object to perceived surveillance, please recall that this is for your safety and that of other cell staff. Here's Vanderwall. Subject: No, no, no. Dr. Regis, apparently my previous answer was unclear. No, I will not help you with your investigations, despite your crude threats. If you continue to make baseless accusations about any supposed ties I am alleged to have with organized crime, you shall be hearing from my lawyers. I say good day. Dr. Petro Weissmall? Hi, Charlie. I'm afraid it doesn't look good regarding Baxter. Central's approved the parole. Don't take it personally. It's not like they ignored your input, but, well, you're not exactly going to be the most objective person after what he did to you and your wife. Are you? Huh. Is my wife dead? Aw. Eurofed adopts metric time. Continuing a long-standing process of standardization, the Parliament of the European Federation, EF, has today ratified the uptake of metric time across the 64-member union. The measure, signed into law by EF Prime Minister Jacqueline Santini at 6:52:80 or 15:40 p.m., is planned to be rolled out over the course of the next 4 years. Under the scheme, measure of the time of day is to be divided into 10 hours, each with 100 minutes made up of 100 seconds. Santini, whose Federalist Party had been one of the keenest supporters of the new policy, greeted the change enthusiastically. Computing and commercial time measurement has long been carried out in a metric scale with atomic timing, and the division into 24 hours has itself merely been an arbitrary convention of history. While commonly referred to as metric time, the measurement of day into periods of 10 should more accurately be known as decimal time. Internationally, the ES policy has gained little traction, if not outright criticism, with some leaders condemning the changes as unnatural. The Oceania Cooperatives government was less emotive, issuing a statement that though the change was one demanded by the European voter, which we will respect as democratic institution, they made clear that the OC has no plans to adopt any similar measures. So they're moving over to metric time. 10 hours, 100 seconds, right? 100 minutes, 100 seconds. I wonder if that's important to the story somehow. Latest scores, weather. Currently dry with light outbreaks of rain expected later this evening. 53 degrees, UV index 7 to 8, use SPF 30 plus, and wear protective clothing. Alrighty. Let's see. Centralized emergency logistics, case file NF14. Okay, whatever. We don't care about that, right? Category, Class 4 information larceny with composite harm to health of individual targets, i.e. mindjacking. Case officers assigned, Regis, Dr. C, primary, and Lau, Dr. M, secondary. Yes. So, I don't know if, the cell agents are also doctors. Is that a thing? The police officers are called doctors, or are they one in the... I don't know yet. Beginning in March 2087, a string of data theft attacks have been carried out within Newton. Using a process of resonant modulation with subjects' neural wetware, the informational contents of individuals' victims' brain is being destructively removed with fatal consequences to targets. Victims to date, 18. Unknown global total. Identity of perpetrator. Not known. Subject appears exceptionally skilled at infiltration and may have inside help from larger sponsor. Case specialists Regis and Lau are assigned to compile all available data on mindjackers' activity, including investigation of latest targets, for analysis by Central. Alright, well that kind of brings us up to speed on that. VoIPCom. 555 1 2 3 4.
Hello, Vito? Jesus, Vito, where have you been? Did you get the job done? Is Lucas slimming with the fishes? Is Jimmy the squirrel getting fitted for his cement shoes? Did you pick up my dry cleaning? Well, come on, you moron, say something!
close that. Yikes. Careful, if you put your arm in there, you'd lose it. Okay, so... I guess the only thing from here is to go somewhere private and open up that package, right? And somewhere private is in here? I wonder if that counts.
One of Central's fisheye cameras. Someone has covered it in tape.
Someone. Better not. They're already starting to suspect it's your fault the cameras need to be replaced 4 times in a year.
I trust Max, but I know Central would hear everything in cell headquarters.
Okay.
The way out.
Well, let's go roam around, find a private spot. Santiago and Preston's office, surgical lab.
Locked. Dr. Santiago must be working on something he doesn't want me seeing.
Bum, bum, bum.
One of Central's fisheye.
What is this place?
They picked this guy up last night. He's got something in his wiring that might be contagious. I guess that means I'm safe, but still, poor kid.
So I guess in a world of people that are dominated by or in a world that's dominated by people with the wetware and interfacing directly with electronics, this old fart has yet to upgrade. I'm assuming that pays off later.
Hey kid, you alright?
Okay. Fine, don't talk to me. Oh yeah, I should probably save, huh? Though you can tolerate Dr. Santiago's opinions, it looks like Dr. Preston's the only one in the office. You'd rather avoid another sermon on the merits of centralized government. What's this? Notices cascade across the board. You dislike the way they need to move all the time, and believe that it reflects the short attention span people have in the city. I can agree. This is just exactly what I read earlier. Ah, so there's a travel system. Let's go to my apartment. Fulcrum Tower.
When people worry, there's always something they find to help them. Drinking, the trance, even God sometimes. Me, I've got a place I like to go to. It's helped me when I've been troubled in the past.
The storage locker for your gardening tools.
It's empty.
Where's my gardening tools? Not even having to glance for a moment, those words are etched in a memory deeper than anything else. Oh, his wife did die. Viksha Regis, beloved wife, friend to all that lives. 11th of August 2034 to 2nd of January 2067. Think of us not as engineers, but as artists. So 2067, that was last year, right? Today's news, yeah, no, 2087. So she died 20 years ago.
It took a lot of work to make, but it was worth it. This engineered tree is the kind of memorial I think she'd appreciate. I'm not climbing that. It's sickly enough as it is.
You're not in the mood for gardening. The tree's unusual constitution causes it to shed its leaves more often than a natural specimen. You diligently tend to the mess it makes as often as work allows. But I want to clean it up. It's my wife's memorial, damn it. Okay, well, it looks like we're alone. There's nothing else to do here. Let's open this package.
Here goes nothing.
Dr. Regis.
Yes?
Regis? Central's still giving us a negative on the aerostat. It's like it just vanished. So I thought I'd better give you a heads up.
Do you mind? I was in the middle of something. How did you find me?
Central told me you'd be here, at Fulcrum Tower. Also, it said, stop turning your traveler off.
What a surprise. I like my privacy, though. That's why I come here.
You hang around the balconies much?
Take a look at the plaque.
Viksha Regis, beloved... Oh, Regis, this is... I'm sorry, Charlie, I didn't know.
You wouldn't have. I don't tell anyone about it.
Wow. I know you've got some seriously high-up strings you can pull, but I didn't think they'd ever let someone be buried up here. And how the hell can you afford somewhere like this?
She's not buried here. It's worth the cost.
You're right, though. This place is very expensive. Why do you think I live in a pod in the Southeast Barrel?
I didn't know that was where you lived either.
We were married for 4 years.
I'm sorry it couldn't last.
We met in our professions. She was a engineer as well.
You didn't have kids?
My previous work, well, it left both of us infertile. We had embryos prepared through IVF, but we never got to using them.
I'm really sorry. I remember reading... It was Baxter, wasn't it?
Don't push it, Dr. Lau.
Sorry. I think I figured out why you went off the grid to come up here tonight. You heard about Baxter, didn't you?
They let a monster like that walk.
They didn't parole him because they approve of what he did. He's out because he's got skills Central thought would be useful. With a governor jammed in his limbic system, well, he won't be the same man. He can't even imagine hurting anyone again.
Even if it were completely true, I know that there is absolutely no way I could forgive him.
On the bright side, he'd probably be pretty mad at you too. Well, if he could have thoughts like that anymore without falling over and puking, you put him away, and that counts for something.
She isn't buried up here. She was processed, like anyone else.
I see.
The tree's special, though. I made it myself, from scratch.
Planted and grew?
No, made. It's a cross of Chrysophyllum caneto and Prunus cerulata. The junk DNA in every cell of it contains her entire genome.
Wow.
Takes a lot of looking after.
But you're doing it for her.
Makes it all worth it.
I know it's not exactly normal for you to open up, but if you want someone to talk to,
Central wants us?
I'm afraid so. We better get going.
Of course.
You coming?
Just a minute.
I just need a moment to think, Max. A little
See if
privacy. It's why I came up here in the first place.
I understand, Charlie. I'll be in the car. I'll see how long I can stall Central.
Max,
Yes?
Nothing.
That's all right, Charlie. I understand. I'll be in the car.
All right. Let's see what this package says.
I can't ask for her help in this. I'm not even sure what this is yet.
You are alone, as requested?
Yes? Now what is this about?
1448D-A, 1448D-B, 1448D-C, 1448D-E.
Excuse me?
Your stomach lurches as you recognize the image. You know them. You've seen them before. But you hadn't remembered them by number. Whoever is calling you has 4 embryo containers, your own. Oh, shit. The last remnants of his wife and him, I guess.
What about them?
They were removed from the Alracis Medical Center, originally deposited at 1615 on the 11th of November 2065. They have been fertilized by yourself and Dr. Viksha Regis. They were frozen at the earliest viable phase of growth. 3 are female and 1 is male. They were deposited after your fertility treatment proved...
Stop! Why are you telling me this? Who are you? And what are you doing with my kid... my embryos?
You are about to meet with a contact, Giel Vanderwall. In his home is an active memory module, a most unique model. You will secure it for us. Further instructions will follow.
I know the answer to this. They'll destroy the embryos.
And what if I don't? That image could be a sim.
Apparently, you need more incentive not to waste my time.
No!
One is gone. 3 remain. Do it quickly. Your legacy is in jeopardy.
Well, shit. I've already made the wrong choice. A conflict brews in your mind and in your heart. Giving in to blackmail like this would be the antithesis of everything you stand for, both as an agent of the law and as a human being. On the other hand, you cannot bring yourself to risk a small part of the legacy that you've worked for so many years to maintain.
To save the lives of our children? I think I can accept that.
Man, that's harsh.
So, despite the incident at Animus, I may have some good news. We might have a break in that string of mindjackings.
Vanderwall agreed to talk.
Yeah. How'd you guess?
He couldn't hold out forever. What did he say?
Didn't want to talk over the...
Lau?
Central wants a word.
Dr. Regis, Dr. Lau.
This isn't just a social call for an update, is it, Central?
Dr. Regis, lately you have spent a great deal of your time off network. It is for your safety and that of the citizens that we...
Central?
All points bulletin, evacuation in progress at Barber's Gate Transit Station. Case officers Regis and Lau assigned to crisis management.
What's happening at the...
All case data has been transferred to Dr. Lau. Your vehicle has been rerouted. Please seek an expedient resolution to the situation. Central out.
Businesslike as ever. Let's go see what this is about.
A crisis at Barber's Gate Station. Good as time as ever to save. Let's name this one Shit, I Killed My Kid. I don't know if you could change that later. I don't know what kind of effect it has on the rest of the game.
It sure looks like everyone evacuated in a hurry.
Even the drones are helping to evacuate commuters from the station.
What do you make of it, Lau?
The station's been evacuated. Better ask the corpseman what's gone down.
Corpseman? Is that a corpseman? Is that a corpsman? Deals with the corpses?
He doesn't look like he's coping well with this.
Hey, don't be so mean about the corpsemen. They're what keeps Cell running.
I'd be a lot more impressed if they didn't have Central pulling their strings the whole time.
Sir, over here.
I'm Dr. Regis. This is Dr. Lau. We've been assigned as crisis management.
Corpsman Durian, 4th Network.
Has it gotten any worse?
Not yet, but we've not heard any word since...
Hey, I'm the only one here who hasn't got wiring in his head. Central hasn't had the decency to update me.
Oh, sorry, Charlie.
Well, it's
Sorry,
another
Charlie.
one, sir.
Another what?
A, bomber.
I missed the first hour or so. Can I start over? No. I'm not gonna start over. But, I can catch you up real quick. I can just give you a short recap where, the equivalent to a police officer in a futuristic city where it's like sci-fi cyberpunk, year 2087, where the majority of people have a wetware interface in their head so they can just connect with electronics and stuff like that. Our character doesn't have that. He's an old guy. He's just likes the privacy of not being connected to the city's central AI. But recently there's been a string of crimes that are described as mindjackings, which is apparently some guy with a wetware interface connecting to some other person with a wetware interface and stealing information, but it results in the other person dying. So usually this is something that a person can only do like once or twice before burning out, but this guy's done 18 of them. And we're looking for this guy. Just got a call. Before my wife died, we had some embryos frozen. But somebody got a hold of them, and now they're blackmailing us to steal something from one of our persons of interest in the case. Nobody else knows about that. And right as we were going to... I think we're going to talk to the person of interest. We got a call from the central AI saying that there's a situation at this station. And there's people being evacuated. That's all we know right now. So that's where we are. So buckle up, Buttercup.
What do you mean, another one?
This is like the fourth this year I know of. Central's been doing its best to keep public awareness down.
I guess it doesn't want public panic about it.
Or it doesn't want people to think we haven't got it under control. So how do you know about it?
I talk to people? I've got a social life, unlike someone.
Central marked him when he tripped a chroma sensor. Central locked down the trains and started an evacuation. It looks like he panicked and holed up in one of them.
A chroma sensor, as in color?
Can you give me a description of the suspect?
Blonde, about 1.6 meters. Smart cams showed him coming into the station in a green hooded top. Came in on crutches and a brace. Looks pretty sickly, if you ask me.
You'd think they'd send someone more physically fit.
He didn't have a choice. He was made for this.
Regis?
He's a bio-bomber. The explosives are made of... they are his bones. That's how he tripped a DNA sensor.
Shit. So, people biologically engineered to be, like, suicide bombers?
What's Central's position on this?
You're asking for the AI's opinion? You must be getting soft.
It agrees that the bomber poses a limited threat to public security.
It specified that it wants you to make the call, though. You're not going to like this. Central's just bumped the priority. It wants the suspect neutralized.
Let's just
neutralized is a vague
talk
term.
Him down first.
I'm gonna try to talk him down.
Regis?
It sounds like he's hesitating. I may be able to exploit that, but just in case, get to high ground.
Fine. You probably know what you're doing.
The signal is hope. Don't fire until you hear me say it.
Hope. Got it.
Keep the public away, and run one more check for bystanders in the station. We can't afford casualties if this goes wrong.
Will Central approve of this?
We don't have time to wait and find out. Wish me luck.
I'm gonna be on there, go down there and be like, hey, I hope we can work this out. And then, pow! Shit.
Hello?
Who's there?
I just want to talk. I'm unarmed, and I'm opening the doors.
What do you want, heathen?
The sight is distressingly familiar. The brace, the weakened bones, the signs of tampering in a young man that brings back memories long buried. I'm guessing this is what happened to my wife. It seems that the best hope would be to leverage what you know about him. Try to find some common ground. You sound American. I'm here to resolve this. You're under arrest.
You sound like you're from America. Am I right? Texas, I'd guess.
Yes, you're right.
I thought so. I grew up there myself, near Fort Worth. What part do you hail from?
Houston.
I can remember what it's like out there. That's part of why I came here in the first place. I'm Dr. Regis, by the way. Some folk call me Charlie.
Thomas Beckett.
Like the saint. Nice to meet y'all, Thomas.
That guy's not from Texas if he's saying y'all to one person.
So, how do you like the city?
It's a wretched den of sin, like Sodom or Gomorrah.
Well, it's not my favorite, but I wouldn't go that far. I take it you're not here as a tourist.
I'm here to do my duty and strike a blow for the Lord.
Really? We're a long way out from the war here. Whole other continent, in fact.
Yes, I know. But now I'm surrounded, and I must make use of what I have. The fire within me!
Yikes. Is there some sort of religious war going on right now?
You don't look well. It's a common side effect of sloppy prenatal genetic engineering. That and having your body lay explosive nitrates in your bones instead of calcium.
I don't want your pity.
It shows just how little the Gengineers who made you cared about your health. They made you to walk and to carry a bomb in your bones.
Though my body is weak, my spirit is stronger than ever.
Setting up for the shot.
Regis, I'm in position. Visibility good, 0 crosswind. Standing by.
There have been times when I've lost faith, but I can't let this be one of them.
Oh. I've had experience with you guys. You tried to work out your next move. Don't do anything stupid.
I used to work with guys like you a whole lifetime ago.
The Lord's warriors?
Something like that. Kids who'd been altered, weaponized youth. You've grown up with so many health problems, groomed since birth for a noble sacrifice. But does this seem like the glorious role you were promised?
It is my duty to God to sacrifice myself.
In an empty transit station, thanks to a piece of bad luck?
I really don't like the name Gengineers. Like, I understand that's supposed to be a genetic engineer, but the only thing I can think of is Mouseketeer. It's just I can't take it seriously. We're the Gengineers. You can be one too. I know that's Planeteers, but, you know, whatever.
You've been used, manipulated. Your genes were altered before you were even born. You never had a choice.
It's a test of my faith.
Your parents probably didn't have a choice either. If they didn't agree to do it for religious reasons, well, I know that warlords can find even worse ways to persuade people.
Mother and Father were always so sad. I couldn't understand it. I was going to do God's will. But if I agreed to go with you, I'd have failed in my duty. I'd just be a prisoner in a strange land.
For the Lord hears the needy and does not despise his own people who are prisoners. Psalm 69, verse 33.
You're right. Wherever I am, I'm always in the Lord's sight.
There are more ways to do his work than destruction. We can help you find it. We can probably even fix your bones.
All right.
He has bonitis.
I shall not resist.
Thomas, you've made a wise choice. More importantly, you've made it for yourself.
Hey.
Corpsman, the suspect has surrendered. Take him into custody. Carefully.
Yes, Doctor.
Regis, that was amazing! Central's going to be pissed, though. That was a huge risk.
Screw Central. Come on, we've got work to do. The Corpsman can handle it here.
Yeah, with a little help from the bomb squad.
All right.
So, Vanderwall finally agreed to cooperate?
Yep, said he could give us a head start on the minejacker.
We'd better not keep the man waiting then.
Okay. Save over the shit I killed my kid save. A janitorial drone patrols the hallways, executing its adaptive planning software to track down dirt. The dock in the wall where the autonomous vacuum cleaner gets its power and offloads its waste. There is a notice above it. The management thanks you for allowing the sanitation machinery and staff to continue their work by not obstructing the docks. These stations are for the use of custodial equipment only. I'm assuming we have to block that at some point, if that's what it says.
I don't get the appeal of this Cubist stuff.
Looks more like abstract impressionism to me. A classic piece by Chandler, if I'm not mistaken.
You know, that's a lot less impressive when you can call up a search inside your head.
So that means I just had that Bible verse memorized. Because I don't have a computer in my head. The access pad for the door. If you're not the owner, then this is where you let them know you've arrived. So then I will press it.
Vanderwall, you there? You sure he's in?
He told us to meet him here. Central hasn't logged any departures from this floor since this morning either.
While the door has an expensive hardwood appearance, you've no doubt that a man as paranoid as Gail Vanderwall has spared no cost to ensure that it's at least bomb-proof. I forget, is it Gail? Gil?
We haven't got time for this, Gil.
I don't think he's answering.
Cell agents, open the door.
We're going to have to try something else.
It's like an elevator, right? You press it more and it opens.
Cell.
We're going.
Okay. So what do we have? There's a camera. Panoramic fisheye camera. Probably there so that the Vanderwalls can decide whether or not they want to let someone in. Wave to
Hey,
it.
open up. It's Regis. Nope, that's not going to work. Nah, my apartment building's already got one. What do you make of this, Max?
My parents' old bot used to spend much more time in the charger than doing its job. I kept telling them to get a new one, but they never like to spend until they have to.
Okay, so this is gotta be something involving this robot, right? Oh, wait, maybe I can have Lau interface with
Hey,
the
Max.
door.
What's up?
You've got a brain for wetware systems, right?
Don't you mean full of wetware systems?
Huh, this isn't just me being offensive. Can you have a word with the door controls?
I'll see what I can do. Got it. I reset the password. It's now password 1.
I'm just glad you're on our side now.
Damn straight. I could probably make a lot more money if I turned to crime.
I got an achievement on Steam for that. I wonder if there's multiple ways of doing that, or if
Hey,
it's
Max.
just a
What's up?
checkpoint sort of achievement.
How are you holding up?
I'm okay. A little hungry.
I meant about what happened at the station.
I think you did the hard work on that one. Don't let it go to your head, though.
I guess that would have changed if I ended up having to kill him.
Keep at it, Max.
Can do.
All right, let's go in. What?
Gail, you in here? Oh, excuse us, miss. I'm Dr. Regis. This is Dr. Lau. We're cell agents. Miss, are you all right?
She's dead? Just standing up?
Regis, this is a synth. The look on your face is priceless. It's a very expensive one, but it's still a synth. And apparently out of charge.
Something else about it bothers me more.
I know. I sure hope that isn't blood.
Stains on it?
That's a very expensive synth they've got for a house girl.
Jealous?
She's not my type. What do you think they use her for?
They may be married, but I wouldn't put it past them using her for other things than cleaning.
Yeah.
There's a product marker on its back. SNS Synthetics.
They're not showing up on a net search. Maybe Vanderwall has more info on his terminal?
Good idea. We can see if we can get their help in extracting more from this machine.
See? I'm not just a pretty face.
Hello?
I think I know what's wrong with it.
Hey, Max.
What's up?
Synthetic maid.
Any idea what's wrong with the maid?
I couldn't even get a return signal out of it. My guess would be that it's run out of power.
Any way we can fix that?
It's supposed to charge itself, but apparently it hasn't managed to do that.
How? We can't haul that thing to a socket.
We'll have to charge the power cell itself. In a platform like that, the cell's usually in the upper torso, about where the heart would be.
You reckon that'd be easier to charge?
It's only about as big as your fist. Just have to get it out of her.
Alright, so we gotta fist the synthetic maid.
Keep at it.
Can do.
The maid remains slumped and catatonic, drained of power.
Hello?
How do I get it open? Let's look at the terminal. I think they said something about that. Biometrics. User biometrics not recognized. Okay. Password hint. Our special place. Not sure what the buttons are for. Okay. So let's just have a look around.
A long time to get through all of that.
They've got a refined taste in wines, I imagine.
Actually, no. They're all either a couple of years old or fabricated.
Weird. Maybe they're doing something to the wine.
Like what?
Well, say they were also adding amphetamines to it, for example. If they accidentally ruined it, it'd be better if it was a cheaper wine.
Laced wine.
Howdy, partner. What can I get y'all?
Virtual bartender.
What do you do here then?
Why, I'm the bartender. I fix up drinks for the fine folk who live here.
Anything else?
Anything else? Heck, drinks is a whole lot of stuff to know. Why, I'm the foremost expert on fine drinking in these here parts.
So if anyone wanted to know what to put into a drink,
they'd come to me, sure as shooting.
There's been a bit of an incident. You don't happen to have seen what went on.
Hey, mister. I don't just go blabbing my customers' secrets like that.
He's bluffing. He never saw anything. You're just bitter you never left that wall.
Hey, it's a fine job I have here. I ain't seen nothing since Mr. Vanderwall got his wine out of the rack this evening.
His voice sounds kind of familiar.
Vodka. On the rocks. Twist of lime.
Regis?
Fine. Make it two. There's been a bit of an incident. You don't...
Hey, miss...
He's you're...
I ain't...
I'll speak...
I'll keep...
Okay.
Hey, Max.
What's up?
So we can't have her
Can do.
Interface with the bartender. The large refrigerator has a combination lock built into the door. Really? If I could lock your refrigerator?
Is this refrigerator locked? Who the hell locks a refrigerator?
Exactly.
Maybe they've got really expensive tastes? Although, they've got the food machine as well. Perhaps they've got something else in there.
Oh, that's true. Kitchen is furnished with a top-of-the-line food machine.
This one makes its plates out of porcelain.
And in a place like this, I'll bet it doesn't even have protein mash on its menu.
Yeah, we started out, the very first character we played was in like a rundown welfare, like government-provided housing. And all of her choices were like protein supplement E11 and...
Hi, I'm Chefy.
Chefy.
What can I get for you?
What can you make?
What's on the menu?
If you're feeling peckish, I could whip up some grilled eggs and white wine sauce. Or how about some nice tarte à l'orange?
Sounds better than what mine can do.
Or if you want some of Mr. Gill's favorite, I can always make toaster pastries.
How expensive are you?
How much did you set the Vanderwalls back then?
I'm only 410,000 quanta from all good retailers.
Quanta.
That's more than I make in a year.
These people can apparently afford the finer things.
Okay, so quanta is the currency. Gotta remember that.
Can you make barbecue brisket?
Sure can. American style.
That'll do.
Extra sauce.
You bet.
Protein complex A or B.
Pardon?
What protein complex do you want me to make the meat out of?
Beef?
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't have any real beef.
Never mind.
Bye.
Bye. Dude, that made me want brisket. Kayla's bringing me a burger, though. Well, I guess let's see what's upstairs.
Jesus Christ.
Holy shit.
What the hell happened in here? Did someone get to Vanderwall before he could talk?
Maybe it's a domestic gone bad?
The blackmailer said nothing about this, possibly didn't even expect this themselves. Still, you need to find what they demanded before the whole apartment is picked apart by forensic drones.
We should check around first.
What?
We need to get a look at it ourselves, before the crime scene people wreck it.
That's what we were just saying.
Good idea.
Really?
Well, yes.
Who are you and what have you done with Charlie Regis?
What do you mean?
You're unusually cavalier today. You got something on your mind? I mean, I know you don't usually care what Central thinks about regulations, but...
This time, I think it could help us get a lead on our investigation. Besides, all the time we waste, the mindjacker may have found their next victim.
I like this, Regis. Let's get investigating.
You feel glad that Max suggested it and not you. Now you have the free reign you need to find that device the voice wanted. There's pieces of this person just, everywhere. Standing out from the Festival of Gore is a human hand. It appears to be fairly intact. Picked up hand. I gotta use that on the biometric thing, don't I?
It's like they had an industrial accident.
In the bedroom?
I told you not to buy that industrial strength lubricant.
It's like they had...
In the bedroom?
Thought I saw something that said like coat hanger. Oh, yeah. After a couple of tugs, the hanger comes loose.
I have no idea who that's supposed to be.
Shall I trance it for you?
There's no such thing as comfortable ignorance anymore, is there?
Huh? You old people are weird.
Okay, let's take a look at his body.
This is Dakari Vanderwall, Gil's husband. I can see 4 gunshot wounds in his chest. It was either these or he drowned, but that's kind of academic at this stage.
A jacuzzi sits in the corner of the room. You wonder what kind of man needs to have a pool quite so readily available at all times. Somebody who needs a place to put their dead body. An old-fashioned chemical photograph and a silver portrait sits by the bed. Is this going to give us the name of their special place? The Eiffel Tower. Photograph of 2 men, a younger Gil and Dakari Vanderwall, by an urban river. In the background, the Eiffel Tower is dwarfed by looming glass skyscrapers. The back of the photograph has a note written by hand. The wedding, August 2071. From a diagram on the panel, it looks like it's linked to the floordrobe. Oh, does this thing come up? That's that's kind of cool.
See anything interesting?
There's an empty gun rack in here. Ammunition, maintenance tools, cleaning spray, but no gun.
In their closet?
Maybe it's their outdoor gear. There's fishing equipment in here as well.
Are you taking stuff again?
It might be useful. Call it a hunch.
It might be useful when I'm sitting by the river with a beer. I shouldn't have picked up the hand, right? I should have just taped Paris. Yeah. Should I... Oh, I have to do both. Okay.
It's definitely his hand, but the system won't recognize it. Gil Vanderwall's cold, dead hand.
System won't recognize it.
A steel coat hanger. Until I pulled it out, it was jamming the floor drobe's mechanism.
Oh, I didn't even realize that. Okay, so why doesn't the system recognize the hand? Is it because it's cold? The cupboards containing the kitchen's various tools. You wonder for a moment whether the Vanderwalls are extravagant enough to have paid for real organic wood on the doors. Aside from the pipes running to the food machine, the cabinet contains a set of knives and a tube of cooking gel. Cook hand on stove. Yeah, that's what I thought, but there's no such thing as a stove. But as cooking gel, which might be the same thing. Exothermic wetware gel is used for food preparation. The gel cooks food that it's mixed with, releasing chemical energy as heat at a desired temperature while it breaks down. Let's see. We want, what is it, 98 degrees? 98.6. Yeah, no decimals, so that looks like it's right. And we'll use that on the hand. You cover the hand in thermal gel and it becomes noticeably warmer.
Human hand, covered in thermal gel from the kitchen. It's warm enough that it might almost still be alive.
Aha! Contacts. Al's Body Shop. Jeez. Okay, there's so many contacts. Legitimate Johnson? What? Cars? Oh. Try to call his husband's traveler. Sorry, it looks like this user's traveler is inoperative. Please tell them to seek maintenance and that their friends miss them. Oh wait, S and S, right? S and S. There we go. The maker of the
Stepford
synthetic.
& Son, Synthetic Associates. Liam Stepford speaking. Ah, Mr. Vanderwall. I trust everything is satisfactory.
Mr. Stepford, my name is Dr. Charles Regis. I'm a cell agent.
Oh my, yes. How may I help, Dr. Regis?
I'm investigating the death of one of your clients, Gil Vanderwall.
Oh my, yes. That sounds terrible.
Yeah, he sounds really shook up.
The synth in question is powered down. We need to ask it some questions.
It shall need to be revitalized then. Oh my, yes. Likely it misgauged its own consumption rate, was unable to reach a charging point.
Is there any way to fix it?
Oh my, yes. You can remove the power cell from the upper torso. It will be concealed by the pseudodermal layer of outer skin, but this can be removed with a sharp implement.
So, I have to perform surgery.
You will need to remove the power cell and charge it separately. The platform should return to full operation thereafter. Oh yes.
Alrighty. Well, we got a knife from under the sink with the gel.
That's all I need to know for now.
Please don't hesitate to get in contact if you think we can help. Oh my, yes.
Oh my, yes. Okay, let's stab the chick in the chest.
What are you up to?
Just doing some surgery.
Picked up power cell.
A silicon graphene rechargeable power cell. According to the gauge on the side, it's empty.
So... Okay. Prediction. We go outside, we swap the power cell into the little cleaning droid and make it dock and charge. Maybe? Does that sound like it's probable? Let's try using it.
Please do not interrupt the active drone.
Nah, my apartment.
Not convinced.
That's not going to fit into the chip.
Do I have to just use the battery straight in the dock? After a few moments of contact, the gauge on the side of the cell fills. Okay, so I wasn't too far off base. I'll tag that as a win. I was just overcomplicating it a little bit. Stick it back in.
CI wetware systems
beginning reboot. Beginning recovery from
critical failure.
Basic input-output executing.
MBR unified bootloader executing kernel.
Kernel executing
SBININIT. Calibrating
CI state
with USD.
Oh, that is better.
Actually, is a French maid.
Bonjour, monsieur.
Bonjour.
Hello? Who are you?
Je m'appelle Chantal. I am Monsieur Gale et Monsieur Decora's maid.
You're a synthetic maid?
Pardon, mademoiselle? I do not understand.
A synth.
Excusez-moi, what is a synth?
It certainly stays in character.
I help the masters with their household things.
And where were you made?
Mademoiselle, I was born in France.
Yeah, because all French people I know run on graphene power cells.
Okay, so it doesn't know that it's a synth or something like that.
What can you tell me about the Vanderwalls?
They are the best employers a young French girl could hope to have.
Are they really?
Quite so, monsieur.
Are they?
So loving. And with such exquisite taste.
Wow, they must have got this one customized for sycophancy.
Do you know anyone who might want to hurt them?
Oh no, monsieur. They are beloved by all.
What the hell happened upstairs?
How do you mean, monsieur?
The room's recent redecoration. Shades of Geel everywhere.
And the body of Dakari Vanderwall, shot to pieces in the tub. Any opinions on this?
Oh, monsieur, I cannot discuss this. I have been told, most strictly, not to discuss what goes on upstairs.
Even if it includes the double homicide of your owner?
I have my orders. What would Monsieur Gale think if I went against them?
Probably not a great deal anymore.
She doesn't quite seem to get what's happened.
Might not have been written with a comprehension of abstracts like death.
2 men have been killed upstairs. There's blood and human remains all over the room, and all over you. If you weren't directly involved, then you're at least a material witness.
I am sorry, monsieur. I cannot say what happens upstairs.
Emphasis on material.
Monsieur Gale, he values his privacy greatly.
How about we take you down to cell and manually pull your memory apart?
Regis, it's a synth. Threatening it won't help.
What do you do around here?
I do the cleaning, the cooking, and the shopping.
And that's it?
Monsieur, it would not be proper for me to say.
So you are a sex bot?
Mon Dieu! How dare you infer such a thing?
Okie dokie.
What can you remember before you ran out of power?
Monsieur, I remember many things. My memory is holographic. But I have Monsieur Gale's confidence to consider.
Even if Cell requires it?
I cannot simply discuss what happens around here without his permission.
He's certainly paid for loyalty.
Have you had your safety protocols removed?
Monsieur?
Would you be able to do anything Mr. Vanderwald told you?
Anything?
Anything.
Monsieur, you should not ask such questions. I am just the maid.
How dare you be right? Yeah, that's what I got from that.
Why the hell did they get a synth like this?
Surely you realize, monsieur. All the best maids in the world, they are French.
And the best lovers, I hear.
What are you implying, mademoiselle?
I never had Gil down as quite such a francophile.
I am also very discreet, monsieur. When you care for someone's home, there are a lot of things that you hear.
Or do.
Mademoiselle, such slander. And even if true, I would not say. I have Monsieur Gil's confidence to think of.
Thanks. We'll keep looking around.
My pleasure to avert, monsieur.
Okay. So we probably have to do something like synthesize his voice to tell her to tell us or something like that. No.
Hey, Max.
Oh, okay.
What's up?
That's an expensive synth they've got.
It can do all sorts. I tranced a demo. It's probably anatomically accurate, too.
Excuse me?
Well, they won't tell your secrets. You're not going to traumatize them, no matter what you do. So, Mr. and Mr. Vanderwall probably got it to join in once in a while.
But why would...
I forget, you didn't grow up with synthetics.
Heat French made up with the gel. I've always wanted to do that. Do you think you could do that?
Keep at it.
Can do.
Be careful. This gel can get out quickly. Would you like me to hang up your jacket, monsieur?
Just making sure you're not pregnant.
Is this who the hell?
Maybe they've got... Although, they've...
That's not going...
So it won't give me the option to unlock it. It just tells me that it's locked. Hashtag baby holder. Yikes. Art. I like the little quotes around it down at the bottom. This one doesn't look like it has any useful components you can remove. Another example of questionable art hangs from the ceiling. Okay, so... anything else on the terminal? Jazz hands. Okay. What do you guys think? Do you think I'm in the right direction? Having to get his voice to command her somehow? Oh wait, I have... I thought I had his number on file. He doesn't have his own number.
Hey, Max.
What's up?
What do you think of the apartment?
Expensive and tasteless. I'm not keen on the decor either.
You mean the blood splatter?
No, the actual decor. I tranced an interview. Said his husband decorated it all. Apparently, this is just their city place. They've got a much larger house out in the savannah.
So he let Dakari run riot with the design here.
Apparently. He should have stuck to swimming.
The body is Dakari Vanderwall?
That's right. Big Fat Vanderwall's husband. Apparently shot several times and landed face down in the water. Ironic. He used to be an Olympic swimmer. Lived and died in the water.
You'd heard of him?
I used to follow his career when I was in the 100-meter freestyle team at Grove Academy.
Isn't Grove an all-boys school?
It is. And at the time, I fit right in.
Wait, you used to be male?
Surprised?
Well, I wouldn't have guessed.
I'll take that as a compliment.
What a progressive game.
Whoever did your changeover must have been one hell of a engineer. What was it? Baseline resequence with a pseudoviral vector?
The field's come a long way since you were in med school, Regis. Took a few other procedures as well. Newton's the best place in the world for that kind of work, though.
Can't argue with the results, though.
You frequently do, almost every day.
You know what I mean. Why do you think someone would lock their refrigerator?
Same reason you'd lock anything else. Something valuable inside it?
But what?
Some people keep wetware at low temperatures to stop GGs.
And GGs are?
Grey goo.
Oh, gray goo. Catastrophic exponential reproduction. Under certain conditions, the fabricators and the wetware make more of themselves.
And low temperatures prevent that?
Not really, but higher temperatures definitely accelerate the growth. People like to think they're in control, though.
You'd never mentioned the sex change before.
Well, it's never come up. You're not much for small talk. I understand how personal that garden is to you. And I appreciate how difficult it probably was to open up about it.
So you thought you'd reciprocate with something in your own past?
Pretty much, yeah.
Thanks, Max. Keep at it.
Can do.
So we have the bodies upstairs. The synth won't tell us anything unless it's by Gale, whatever. So I'm guessing we have to do something to make the maid tell us whatever we want it to know, right? Let me check just in case.
Bonjour.
Thanks.
My pleasure.
Maybe.
Hey, Matt.
What's up?
Give me an update on the mine.
Labs come back with the report on the body at Animus.
We can definitely link.
Same MO. Victim was more like a rapid, intrusive
So we're still going with
Exactly. No conclusion. Vanderwall said he would give us a lead on the next.
So much for him retiring from.
Yeah, that's...
Keep at it.
Can do.
It's the last thing that we heard. What am I missing? We can't open the refrigerator. Well, I guess we can just leave, but...
That's not going to get... That's not going... That's not...
Monsieur Gale would be happy to know you have found that. He is always losing things.
Oh, man.
I can't cut that.
Why not?
I can't cut...
They have always loved Perry. They are planning to return next summer.
Let's turn this sucker up.
That's not going...
No. Thought that would do it. Got so excited too. I was like, I know what to do here. What about the jolt gun?
Oh, monsieur, please do not shoot.
Bartender again, maybe?
Howdy, partner. What can I get y'all?
I'll speak.
I'll keep.
Well, that's called Central.
This is Regis. Come in, Central.
Central standing by.
Case update to report.
Hey, I thought we weren't telling Central yet.
Subject and spouse found dead in apartment. Request that you hold off on crime scene team until we complete a preliminary.
Unable to comply. Specialists are being allocated and dispatched.
Oh, come on. This is our case.
Please return to cell when expedient.
Listen, you heartless pile of circuits.
I didn't know what else to do.
Not until we've had a look around. What do we know about Gil Vanderwall?
Subject, Gil Vanderwall, deceased, age 57, blood type AB positive. Born in Pretoria in the Federation of Southern African States. Married to Dakari Vanderwall, former Olympic athlete.
How long's he been in Newton?
Immigration, March 2068. Awarded residence due to outstanding personal contributions to art and culture.
Despite his shady history?
Though accusations have been made of connections to organized crime, attempts at prosecution within the FSAS have all proven unsuccessful, as his social activity index has remained above 50. No further investigation has been taken by Cell.
What do we know about Vanderwall's connection to the Mindjacker?
Subject, Gil Vanderwall. Before immigration from the Southern African Federation, Vanderwall was known to possess a number of links to organized crime.
And yet we still let him into the country.
He possessed a reputation as a fixer, arranging specialized talent for criminal organizations.
And for hacking the human brain, you need some pretty niche talent and hardware. The kind of people that Vanderwall would have had connections to in his history.
He had been placed on Cell's watch list, but then he made a most surprising move.
He came to us. Doesn't that pretty much confirm his involvement?
It merely confirms his awareness, not necessarily his complicity. His death, however, is an added complication.
Central, please advise on our current objective status.
You have been requested to return to Cell Area Command Fort. However, you appear to have remained at the crime scene.
Damn straight. We're not leaving until we learn more about what's happened.
Very well. You may perform non-destruct. Please note that this example of
that's what you said last time. Regis out.
Okay. Let's call Lau.
Lau, you there?
Regis, right here.
So is this like the entirety of their house? Just these two rooms?
There's something at the bottom of the pool. A pistol?
Our murder weapon?
One of them, maybe. It's too deep to reach.
Not without severely contaminating the crime scene anyway.
I have a coat hanger.
I think that I'd lose anything that goes in.
Oh. I have a fishing pole.
Nothing biting?
There's nothing on the end of the line. No way I can hook that pistol.
Oh, it's an empty line. I have to use the coat hanger on the
Now
fishing
it's got
line.
one enormous hook.
Nothing biting?
The hook sinks, but I can't catch that pistol at the bottom.
Why not?
An expensive-looking fishing rod with a hook constructed from a wire coat hanger.
That wouldn't make very good bait. Oh my god, really? Okay. I was gonna say, do we have to put the hand on the fucking fishing rod? We need something sticky?
Nothing biting?
The hook sinks, but I can't.
But why not? Give me some sort of hint here.
An expensive-looking.
I would always stay at home when they would go fishing. It gave me time to tidy.
What else do we need? It sinks, but he can't catch it.
Please do not interrupt active drone.
What can help us hook the gun from the bottom of the jacuzzi? If it's not just the hook.
That won't make good bait.
Well, that's weird. If you use an item on the rod, it says it in text. If you use the rod on
That
an
won't
item,
make good bait.
he says it.
That doesn't... I don't think it needs to be...
What is this? Paper? Oh, is it like a rock, paper, scissors? Weird. That's just the case file. Maybe
Hey,
I
Max.
can talk to her about
What's
it.
up?
What do you make of the pistol in the pool?
Could be linked to the case. Perhaps a murder weapon? Going to wait for forensics to recover it?
Might be better to get it ourselves. It could be useful.
Well, I'm not going fishing around in there for it. You may be my boss, but there are limits.
Keep at it, Max.
Can do.
Is she better at fishing?
What do you make of this?
They'd have to go all the way out to the savannah to...
Maybe if I give it to her in here.
What do you make of this?
They'd have to go all the...
No, that's not what I want you to do.
I'd better not drop anything. I'd better not... I'd better not... I think that I'd lose anything that goes in there, like that pistol.
What if you just use the hand?
A human hand, covered in thermal gel from the kitchen. It's warm enough that it might almost still be alive.
Oh, I can't really use it just by itself. I can use it with something or on itself, but I haven't figured out a good combination. Because if I use the hand on the body,
better not drop anything in there.
It just says I better not drop anything.
I think that I'd lose anything that goes in there, like that pistol.
And I can cast the rod.
Nothing biting?
The hook sinks, but I can't catch that pistol at the bottom.
Can't catch the pistol.
An expensive looking... I think that I'd lose it. I'd better not... I have no idea.
Shall I
There's no...
Huh?
Am I missing something?
I can't cut.
I gotta be missing something. There's an item that I haven't picked up or something like that, right? See if there's anything in here that I can use.
See anything interesting?
There's an empty gun rack and ammunition.
Oh, this is same thing that he said earlier about it. I'm guessing I don't need to leave to do it.
It'd take a long...
They've got a...
Actually, all...
Weird.
Like what?
Well, if they...
Yeah, laced wines.
That won't make...
We need good bait.
Howdy, partner. What can I...
Vodka.
Regis.
It's the same thing.
There's been a bit of an. You don't.
Hey, miss. I don't.
He's bluff. You're just.
Hey, I ain't.
This is all the same
I'll speak to
stuff
you.
as before. Oh, maybe stuff on the food from the food machine?
Hi, I'm Sheppy. What can I...
Can you make barbecue brisket?
No.
Sure can.
That'll do.
Extra
You.
fruit.
Pardon?
Oh.
Same stuff.
Never mind.
Bye.
That won't. That's not going.
I know you're not keen on modern tech, but that's no reason to take it out on someone else's maid. Go and punch your food machine at home if you really feel like some Luddism.
I don't think there's anything else that she'll talk to us about.
Bonjour.
Thanks.
We still haven't done anything with the wine rack or anything, so that kind of makes me
What's up?
think that it's that.
What do you make of?
Could be linked to going. Well, you make.
Same thing.
Keep at it.
Can do.
Will it even let us leave? Let's let us leave. let us leave this place, or does it prevent us? If it prevents us, we know that whatever we need to do is here.
We're leaving already?
No, not yet.
Just checking it's still there then?
Okay.
I don't get the appeal.
Looks.
You know.
You've never struck me as much of an art lover.
I'm not so keen on this kind of thing. The mag coil keeping it floating, however.
Oh. And there it is. There's a magnet keeping this the statue levitating. So now I can use the magnet on the fishing rod.
There, a magnet at the end of a fishing line.
For catching submarines?
I think I'm
Catching
carrying as
guns.
much of Vanderwall around as I.
Oops. Alrighty. Clink.
Got it.
The murder weapon?
One of them, anyway. Why is it in the jacuzzi, though?
What we really need is a witness.
Vanderwall's antique semi-automatic pistol. Probably not listed on the city's firearms register.
My wife is home. I hear her banging around. There she is.
Hello, I'm trapped. Oh, look at that French maid with a gun.
I have a gun.
You have a gun? You gonna shoot the maid?
No.
Okay.
Trying to figure out something about it. I think it's a murder weapon.
You recognize this?
Perhaps, monsieur? But I should not discuss it.
You saw what happened.
Monsieur, I must not speak of what happens in the bedroom. Monsieur Gill has been
you hear
quite
it from
clear.
Talk about taking orders too literally.
That is. Okay, so this is from the same creators of a game that me and my wife played through called Gemini Rue. And she just recognized that that Charlie's voice is the same as the main character in the other game that we played. It's called Gemini Rue, which is also a really good game, and I recommend that you guys play that if you're into these sort of games. Same sort of setting, like futuristic, sci-fi-ish. I was too busy listening to her. Kayla to listen to what the maid was saying.
You recognize this?
But I should...
You saw what...
Monsieur, I must... Monsieur Gill...
Talk about taking orders.
So we still have to get some sort of order from Gale. It's delicious. I got food. What all is it?
I don't know. I said I want the 101 burger, and that's what you got.
I mean, in the boxes.
This top one is my leftover mac and cheese. That's probably the fries. That's the burger.
I'll just pull out that one. And guess that can go down there. Alright, so we need a way for the maid to take commands from us. Ooh. Is that garlic fries? Those are really good.
That'd be one hell of a negligent discharge.
I didn't want to shoot it.
Howdy, partner.
I'll speak.
So I can't ask him about the gun. What do I do about this gun? Or what do I do about this maid? She won't talk to us. The person that she'll talk to or follow the commands of is in pieces upstairs. Maybe we don't need to learn anything about it. Maybe we just have it
Hey,
now.
Max.
What's up?
We're good.
What do you think happened, from what we've seen so far?
The marks on the gun suggest Vanderwall shot his husband.
And the walls, and the windows, the bed, the door, the pictures.
Maybe a domestic dispute? We don't really know how things were here.
He wasted a lot of shots. Do you think he missed all those times?
Or he was shooting at something else and happened to hit Dakari.
Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure that he didn't just explode after killing his husband.
Keep at it, Matt.
Can do.
This
See
is
what we
Regis.
can do
Come
now.
in, Central.
Central standing by.
How are you?
So, how's things?
Heuristic and cognitive functions are operating within safe thresholds. Civic stability index is 5.9. Tomorrow's local UV exposure index is 11.
That's, great.
You are not obliged to make small talk, Dr. Regis. I am aware that you are uncomfortable anthropomorphizing the central human interface systems.
Huh. Comes a lot more naturally to people like Lau. Regis.
I don't know. Let's see if we can leave. Maybe that's the only thing that we had to do.
We're leaving already?
No, not yet.
Just checking it's still there then?
Yep. Punch the desk. Let's shoot the cleaning bot.
Please do not interrupt active drone.
Hey, Charlie! Go and punch your...
Let me check something real quick. Alright, so what can we try? We still haven't done anything with the wine rack and bartender. And we still haven't done anything with the refrigerator.
That's not going. That'd be one hell.
Maybe there's more people in the contacts list that we need to call.
If you need to buy some stuff, meet me on 12 a.m. on 38th Wonder.
Sorry, wrong number.
Good evening, Dr. Regis.
Hi?
Surely there are better means of checking in than breaking into a suspect's terminal.
It's not like we need a warrant for it.
No, but your traveler is more secure. Central out.
Okay.
Please state your name, age, clothing, skin color. Your location will will be triangulated shortly.
Oops.
This is Al's body shop. We've been shut down. So, if we got your stuff, we'll try to get it to you, but who knows. If this is the cops, you can kiss my...
Strategic timing of the beep.
Hey Lau, reckon the building's repair staff can deal with the synth maid?
I'd guess no. They're here for pipes and appliances.
Damn, better think of something else.
What about the fridge? I want to eat into the fridge.
I'd better not call the cleaners. Crime scene's already pretty contaminated.
Okay, I gotta call Jazz Hands. We gotta figure out what that is.
Jazz hands. Jazzercise your way to help.
Hello. You have reached the offices of Legitimate Johnson, Nigerian Prince. Please leave your name, number, and social security after the beep.
I think we'd better save that call for after we understand what's going on.
Fine.
This is the Psychic University. We know why you've called. The answer is yes. 3 o'clock next Wednesday. You don't need to leave a message. We know who you are.
Stepford and Son, Synthetic Associates. Liam Stepford speaking.
We believe this synth to be a material witness, or involved, in a murder.
Oh my, no! How horrific!
It's unwilling to cooperate with us, though. Vanderwall seems to have ordered it to remain silent about certain areas of his home.
Oh my, secrecy is one of many reasons that users opt for non-OEM personalities. If you wish, I could have one of my engineers disassemble its mind state in order to recover memories. This may take several hours, depending upon the algorithm used for laying down synaptic engrams.
I'm afraid time is a critical factor, Mr. Stepford. Is there any way I can do it here?
Oh, there may be. Oh my, yes. I shall transfer you the necessary tool.
This whole time, I just had to call that asshole back.
What's this splitter for?
CI platform minds are modular, Dr. Regis. Oh my, yes. All are made of 3 components: personality, role, and platform memory. The maid's desire not to tell you likely stems from her personality.
So if she had a different personality...
Something more helpful.
She might tell us what we need to know.
It may not be quite so simple, but that is the foundation of the idea. Oh my, yes.
Where would I find other mind state modules?
Any other platform that runs a communicative interface. It is not simply limited to synthetic platforms. Oh my, no.
The bartender.
That's all I...
Please don't...
Bonjour, monsieur.
Hello. Thanks.
My pleasure.
Because I have to get the new personality first. All right. See what just changing the personality does.
Hey, y'all.
Hello. What can you tell me about the Vanderwalls?
They're a strange pair.
We can tell that from the decor.
They're trying to get away from their connections to organized crime.
You've overheard a bit about this.
Oh, yeah. They've been trying to go legit for years. But with Gil, it was always just one more job.
What can you remember before you ran out of power?
Son, there's nothing I'd like more than to help a lawman. But sometimes a man's confidence is more important. What happens upstairs, well, that's between me and the Vanderwalls.
Thanks.
Y'all come.
Okay.
Hey, y'all.
Thanks.
Y'all come.
So we need to mess with something else. Let's try that.
Hey, y'all.
Hello? What can you remember before you ran out of power?
Son, there's nothing I'd like, but sometimes what happens upstairs.
Thanks.
Y'all come.
I might call that guy back to ask about those other properties. See what they do.
Stepford and Liam Step.
What is a platform memory component?
These are the memories that each individual unit has recorded. At simplest, it is often a holographic matrix in which engrams are laid down. Sight, sound, and any other senses available are stored in here, oh my, yes. Based on its role and personality, a unit may have a different understanding of these memories.
So, it'd perceive it differently depending on how the rest of its mind was built?
Oh my, yes.
That's all.
But it needs the maid's memory, right? I can't put the bartender's memory in it. Because then she wouldn't know. So I need to make sure that it's the maid's memory. Maybe it's the maid's personality and the barman's role.
Bonjour, monsieur.
What can you remember?
Monsieur, I remember, but I have.
Even if.
I cannot say.
He's certain.
Thanks.
What if I use these? Oh. Okay. Let's put them all to barman. See what that does.
Hey, y'all.
Hello? What can you remember before you ran out of power?
Ain't much to remember. Gil chose another one of those terrible wines. Then he got some stuff out of the fridge and went upstairs. Ain't seen him since. Not much to remember when you're built into a wall.
Except you're not anymore.
Huh. Hey, you're right.
Thanks.
Y'all come.
So now we know what he did. Maybe now we can switch it back and ask something different to the other personality.
Bonjour, monsieur.
Hello? What can you remember before you ran out of power?
Monsieur, but I have.
Even if.
I cannot simply.
He's certainly.
Have you had your safety protocols removed?
Monsieur?
Would you be able to do anything Mr. Vanderwald told you?
Anything?
Anything.
Monsieur, you should not ask such questions. I am just the maid.
What do you do around here?
I am the apartment drinks machine. I provide suggestions for the finest wines and spirits they have.
But you're the maid.
I am. Oh, mon Dieu. This is most confusing.
What can you tell me about the Vanderwalls?
They are the best employers a young French girl could hope to have.
Are they really?
Quite so, monsieur. And with.
Wow.
Do you know anyone?
Oh, no, monsieur.
This is all that we heard before.
Thanks.
So we gotta find the right combination of bartender and maid. Maybe only the role maid.
Hey, y'all.
Hey, y'all.
Hello. What do you do around here?
I'm the maid. I clean up around this here dump. I lend a woman's touch to these boys' place.
You don't sound very feminine.
Well, excuse me, but which one of us is wearing a dress?
Have you had your safety protocols removed?
Nope.
So, this platform was restricted in terms of what it can do?
Nope.
Huh?
Never had him in the first place.
Must have been a customized personality.
What can you remember before you ran out of power?
Ain't much to remember. Gil chose another one of those terrible wines. Then he got some stuff out of the fridge and went upstairs. Ain't seen him since. Not much to remember when you're built into a wall.
Except you're not anymore.
Huh. Hey, you're right.
Why the hell did they get a synth like this?
Believe it or not, bartenders gotta be pretty smart.
Like a chemist mixed with a therapist.
Then shaken and stirred.
Exactly. People gotta trust their barman to know what he's talking about. How they gonna do that if they don't sound the part?
How is it?
That's a messy burger. I don't know if I'll be able to eat that right now.
What can you tell me about the Vanderwalls?
They're a strange pair.
We can tell that from the decor.
They're trying to get away from their connections to organized crime.
You've overheard a bit about this.
Oh, yeah. They've been trying to go legit for years. But with Gil, it was always just one more job.
Supposed to leave at 10.
Everybody say bye to Kayla. She is leaving.
Goodbye, I'm leaving forever. I'm divorcing. Goodbye.
No.
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 Just for the night.
Just for the night. You're right.
All right. I love you. Drive carefully, okay?
No. Drive like a maniac.
Oh.
100 miles an hour down the highway.
Thank you for the food.
You're welcome.
Who are you?
I'm the hired help.
You're a synthetic maid?
I clean up around here. Them boys are messy. Need a woman's touch.
Well,
thanks.
Y'all come.
So we still need access to this fridge. Oh, that bacon is like that thick.
Is this refrigerator? Who the heck?
Maybe they.
Aha! Take the personality and stuff from the food machine. Because it'll know more. It would probably be able to see what they got out of the refrigerator. There's probably no limitations on what it'll say or whatever. Let's try that.
Hey, y'all.
Hello? What can you remember before you ran out of power?
Son, there's nothing I'd like more than to help a lawman. But sometimes a man's confidence is more important. What happens upstairs, well, that's between me and the Vanderwalls.
Thanks. We'll keep looking around.
Y'all come
Okay, so
back
that's
real
the wrong
soon.
combination. Okay, so what do I have right now? Personality of the barman. Memory of the maid. And role of the chef. I thought it was the personality of the maid that made them not want to tell me. We'll try just like all chef except for the memory.
Hi!
Hello? What can you remember before you ran out of power?
Ooh, ooh, ooh!
Yes?
I remember something.
What is it?
I'm sorry. The memory module is holographic, but isn't wholly compatible. I need something to help me remember.
You're asking for a bribe?
Oh, Regis.
I just need one of those menmi...
Mnemonics?
Yeah, that's it!
So, something that'd help jog your memory about what happened.
Yeah, that's it!
Maybe we could use something from the scene.
What can you tell me about the Vanderwalls?
They're great fun! I like them a lot!
Any other thoughts on them?
I like you guys too! You're fun as well!
Is there anything you don't?
No?
Thanks.
Have a...
Okay, so I have to give him something. A hand?
Hey! That's Mr. Giel's hand! Where'd he leave that? They had a great... That's why they wanted to... Are we going...
I know you're not keen. Going.
No, I want to show it to her, not stab
That
her.
doesn't...
That's the stuff they use for cooking without...
Vanderwall.
Oh!
Oh?
I remember! There was something about that and Mr. Giel?
Go on.
No, I'm sorry. There was something about his wine. But I'm afraid my thing is food, not drink. I don't know a thing about what they were doing to it.
Maybe we should ask someone who knows their booze?
So what part do we need to replace with the bartender? The role? Role of barman? Personality of chef? Memory of maid? Maybe that'll work.
Hi!
Hello? What can you remember before you ran out of...
Ooh.
Yes?
I remember...
What?
I'm sorry. I need...
You're at...
I just need one of those
Mnemonic?
Yeah, that's it!
So, something that'd help...
Yeah!
Maybe we...
Thanks.
Shit, no, I didn't mean to go over there.
Is this... Who the
Nice
hell
food.
locked...
Maybe...
Oh shit.
They've got... Although...
Yeah, it's a really good burger that Kayla brought me. What do you know about this pistol?
Does this ring any bells?
Oh, yeah! It's what Mr. Giel used when We were all up in the bedroom earlier this evening.
You're worrying too much.
You promised me that...
I have. This was merely a favor for an old friend.
And look where it's gotten you.
They were arguing about something. It sounded big.
Don't you think I know what this could mean? You asked me to talk to that damned cell agent, and I agreed. You see what I do for you?
I know. And I knew you'd do the right thing eventually.
It's not just because it's the right thing, or because you asked. It's because of what it would mean to the whole city.
Mr. Giel was grumpy, but not at Mr. Dakari so much. Then he asked for some of his special wine.
Chantel, be a dear. Bring me my wine.
This was the lousy stuff they've got in the wine rack.
To law and order.
Yeah, but he puts extra things in his wine as well.
Ah!
Giel, what's wrong?
It must have been my... What is this?
What's what?
Mr. Giel seemed to be real worried about something.
Who are you?
Giel, what are you doing with that gun?
Stay away. Don't come any closer. Ah! No! Get off me! Chantel!
He sounded like he was in trouble.
Get it out of me!
He kept telling me there was something in him. I asked what he meant.
It's inside me! Get in there and get it out!
And the maid's personality. She'd have done anything he asked.
I didn't find anything, though.
So Vanderwall had a hallucinatory freakout.
Sounds like it was whatever he was putting in the wine. We'd better find out what it was.
Oh, I know! I know everything about drinks! Mr. Gill was buying up cheap wine and using wetware to artificially age it!
Wetware?
Yeah, he kept it in the refrigerator.
Ow! Geez, what is that? Can't you hear it?
Holy shit. That scene was crazy. What sits in the fridge is a memory module with a strange configuration. Based on what you were told, you're certain this is what the blackmailer was after. Oops.
There! The wetware on the middle shelf! It rapidly ages the wine to how it's wanted!
Not anymore, it doesn't. It's been reprogrammed. That memory module's broadcasting a signal. The wetware in the refrigerator's interpreting it as an order to reformat itself.
So it stopped being a wine aid and ended up a powerful hallucinogen?
Looks that way.
You want me to carry it? You look uncomfortable.
Yeah, something about it hurts.
That is crazy.
Hey!
We're heading back to cell. A forensics team will be here in a while. Just don't try to make, cook, or clean anything while we're gone, okay?
I got it!
Man. Autopsy lab, cell command office.
Oh.
T-minus 2 hours.
Apparently this is what Central wanted me to see. Why would it do this? I stopped him.
Charlie.
I promised him I could help, and then it did this to him.
Maybe it's trying to hammer home the message. After all, Central didn't ask you to talk him out of it. It said neutralize.
Why would it be so?
Dr. Regis.
You. Soulless. Callous. I promised him!
His euthanasia was a necessary measure. 75% of the captured bombers have attempted self-immolation in custody. The risk of repeating such an action was unacceptable.
He wouldn't have.
Whatever the case may have been, cell command offices are now safe from...
Central?
Uh-oh.
General alarm.
General alarm. Central functions compromised.
Localized E-war attacks detected within heuristic barrier systems. Systems entering siege mode. All personnel equipped for abstract dynamic countermeasures. Please report to action stations. Repeat.
Abstract dynamics to action stations.
The hell is going on?
Sounds like I'm needed. Remember,
Cyber
no
attack?
matter what Central says, you've done a great job today.
That is... Man. So somebody reprogrammed that wetware that he was using to age the wine into a hallucinogen. I wonder if it was a targeted attack by whoever is blackmailing me, and now they want the evidence back or something like that. But we will see what's going on, but it will not be tonight. I think that will be about it for me. We streamed for 3 hours, so that's about normal. So yeah, we'll figure out what's going on next time that we continue. I'm really excited to see where this goes. This has been really fun, even though I kind of got stuck on that maid puzzle. But yeah, we got there. We always get there. So we will be back tomorrow. Usually it's at 7:30, but I'll probably be a little bit late tomorrow. I have some things to do after work, so It might be closer to 8:30 or maybe even 9, but I will still at least try to stream for a little while. We'll see if we can get a little bit further at least. So thanks guys for watching. Feel free to follow, check out our Facebook page, all that stuff. If you want to see more, keep an eye on us, and come back tomorrow. We'll see where this goes. Appreciate it. You guys have a good night. Thanks again.